Today we're finding out just how many Rhinos we could make with Titan of Industry and Teleportation Circle in Streets of New Capenna Standard. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Abrew About Nothing. And this week, we are checking out new standard, Streets of New Capenna Standard, on Early Access Day with Bant Teleportation Circle, and I'm really hyped about this deck. This is a viewer-submitted deck that I made a few changes to from Cash Money Misplay, and this is a bunch of really sweet, really spicy new Streets of New Capenna cards that I'm really excited to see how good they are. So anyway, let's talk about the deck, jump into some games, see it in action, starting with our namesake Teleportation Circle, which is kind of the closest thing to Panharmonicon we have in Standard. Lets us blink a creature artifact on our end step, so it lets us reuse its ETB triggers. In the early game, we're mostly trying to make a bunch of mana to get to our top end. Prosperous Innkeeper, Topiary Stomper, Quandrix Cultivator, all add extra mana to the battlefield and are blinkable with Teleportation Circle. We also got some card draw, like any good Panharmonicon deck. Spirited Companion, Inspiring Overseer just draws cards when they enter the battlefield, blink them, draw some more, and what we're working towards is our two nigh unbeatable payoffs, Sanctuary Warden and Titan of Industry. Titan of Industry, I mean, this is the best card in our deck. We play it, we make a million Rhinos, we blink it a bunch of times, we blow up our opponent's stuff, and win the game almost for sure. And then Sanctuary Warden isn't quite as good as Titan of Industry, but it's still really strong. Comes into play with 2 shield counters, and when it comes into play, we can remove a counter from something, mostly itself, to draw a card to make a 1/1 token. Can also do that when it attacks. Well, if we got Teleportation Circle going, we can just do this again and again and again, and pretty much always have at least 1 shield counter on Sanctuary Warden to protect it from removal. So essentially, ETB, draw a card, make a token, which we do on repeat with Teleportation Circle. Otherwise, Lagrella, Spar's Adjudicator, and Touch of the Spirit Realms give us some removal. Mana base pretty straightforward. Couple of channel lands, new Triumph, some dual lands, a bunch of basics because we got cards that tutor out basics. Sideboard, we don't actually get to use the sideboard because we're playing early access, which is only best of 1. But if you play the deck in best of 3, which I would recommend because I don't think this is really a best of 1 deck, got some removal for aggro decks like Portable Hole, got some stuff for control like Spellbinder and Disdainful Stroke, and that is Bant Teleportation Circle for Streets of New Capenna Standard. That's our Much Brew for this week. So let's jump into some games and see how many Rhinos we can make with Titan of Industry and Teleportation Circle in Streets of New Capenna Standard. Thanks for watching, everyone. Enjoy the gameplay, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap up. Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. You can pick up all the Magic the Gathering cards you need and support the show, and even get a free MTGGoldfish sticker by heading over to cardkingdom.com/MTGGoldfish. All right, Much Brew About Nothing time. We are playing some Bant Teleportation Circle in a new standard, playing some Streets of New Capenna Standard during Early Access Day, and it's been fine. Gonna need a blue source eventually, but I mean, it's fine. We got a removal spell, got some. I mean, if we hit a blue source and ramp into Titan Industry, should be good. All right, that works. Triumph for the win, land go. So opponent, white, black, could be Angels. Angels has been kind of a popular archetype since we got the new cards. Well, let's, speaking of Angels, Angelica, wow, is that foil? That looks foil. Have we ever had foil cards on Arena before? Is this new? Oh, these look way better than they did in the past. One of my criticisms, sorry, well, I guess I could take the Touch of Spirit Realms. One of my criticisms of the special whatever treatments on Arena, oh my god, okay, new plan, Teleportation Circle. Start the blinkening, no attacks. About as close to building our own Panharmonicon as you can get. Wait, Artifact Instant or Sorcery? That's a Stone Whiff, okay. For some reason I thought it was Enchantment Artifact Instant or Sorcery, but apparently not. Opponent gets in. Well, I think we'll just take it for now. I mean, I think this, we're gonna Quandrix Cultivator. Yes, please. Grab a Forest. No attacks. Blink. I mean, unless our opponent can somehow answer this Titan of Industry, I don't see how we lose. Grab a Island, I guess. All right, so far so good. So one of my criticisms of the special treatments on arenas, they look boring, but foil actually makes them look a little special. I like that. That is a big upgrade. Opponent gonna kill, sure. That is acceptable. Tainted Indulgence, also sure. None of this really matters in the grand scheme, though. Sure, no blocks. I mean, this Titan of Industry is just game, I think. Titan of Industry. We will, make a Rhino, put a shield counter on the Rhino, go attacking, end of turn, blink it, make a Rhino, put a shield counter on the Rhino. Want to put the shield counters on the Rhino because those are the creatures that we're not going to blink. There's not much point in putting on like Titan because... Alright, so opponent does have an answer. Not much sense of putting on Titan because we're just going to blink it anyway. Opponent does some heart stabbing. Well, opponent passed test 1, sort of. Oh my god, just kidding. They just keep coming. Titan of Industry, Rhino, shield counter. Attack. Actually, we might want this card draw. Let's just get in with the Rhinos. Opponent. Even if our opponent has a Wrath, I don't think it really matters because we have shield counters on so many of our cards. Opponent. Sure. I'll blink the Titan of Industry. So far, this feels pretty absurd. I mean, I guess our opponent did mulligan a bit. Rhino, shield counter. Titan Industry's so sweet. All right, well, yeah, you got us, except for the Rhinos that have shield counters. Opponent plays a land. They just keep coming. Shield counter on the Rhino. Hit ya. Down to 2. End of turn, blink the Titan of Industry. Shield counter, Rhino. We just keep top decking them. Woo, opponent! Yeah, you got it. You got it, friend. You got it. You did it. Toraz. Yeah, you got us. That is a legit crash of Rhinos. Opponent. Yeah, surveils or connives rather. Well, I mean, I guess we just kill you. Here comes the Rhinos. An opponent takes 20 and dies. Well, that went well. Not bad at all. Busted. Oh, I love this deck already. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Bant Teleportation Circle in new standard, Streets of New Capenna standard, and sounds all right. We'd like to draw another land, but well, Teleportation Circle's sweet. Wow, if we just draw an untap land, getting down Teleportation Circle next turn would be really nice. Worst case, we can start stomping our way towards some mana up against some sort of Grixis deck. Opponent, Schwamp, and ooh, Mayhem Patrol. All right, that works. So in that case, we'll just Teleportation Circle, get it down while our opponent's tapped out. No attacks, blink the Innkeeper. Get our treasure back. I mean, we're working towards the Titan of Industry. That's the big payoff. Good news is Grixis is not very good at killing enchantments. They are good at playing enchantments. Opponent gets in, hits us. Sure. You know what? Let's just... We do want lands. I mean, like, Ligrella's so good, though. If we play this, we go to 4 mana, 5 mana. I mean, I think we just have to do this. Ligrella. Get the token and the Innkeeper. And then blink Ligrella. Get back the Innkeeper. Get rid of the Devil. But this time we're not going to exile the Innkeeper. We're just going to make it a 3/3. All right, that works. We didn't actually make our land drop, but we didn't cost ourselves our treasure, which is nice. And we got rid of both creatures, which is definitely sweet. Opponent, gonna do some looting. Opponent discards. Wow, double tenacious underdog. So good ones to discard. Land and foretells. Interesting. So kind of Grixis graveyard, mostly Rakdos graveyard. I mean, opponent could be playing a off-color Triome. That is a thing that happens on occasion. All right, more Mayhem Patrols, sure. Well, come on, land. Opponent gets in. They want this to die? All right, we will oblige. Block. Sort of a weird attack. I guess I get to draw a card. Maybe that was the plan. All right, we draw a land. So play the land. Play Tom Pieri Stomper. Get an island. Go attacking. Hit ya. Blink Stomper. And this should get us where we want to be, which is Titan of Industry. Titan of Industry is going to be so sweet here. So Titan of Industry can come down, get rid of this Flip Saga, and make a Rhino. And then if we also get to blink it, oh my god. It's so good. Titan of Industry might be my new favorite card from Streets of New Capenna. It's so, oh my god. Oh, this is going to be the blowouts. Opponent, yeah. And Yaxis. Okay. Oh, this is going to be the hugest blowout. Can't out-block, but that's fine. Oh, we are going to win. Titan Industry's so busted. All right, land, Titan Industry. We will gain a life. We will blow up an enchantment and make a Rhino. The enchantment will be Reflections of Kiki Jiki. And then we will attack with everything. And opponent's going to need Damnation. I don't think that's a card in Standard, but they're going to need something on that level. Blink the Titan of Industry. We will go Shield Counter and destroy an enchantment. We're actually, oddly, going to put the shield counter on Titan Industry just because we want it to live to blink next turn. We're going to waste the counter, but it makes sure our opponent can't kill it this turn. Or makes it very hard for our opponent to kill this turn. And I think we might be good. Wow, yeah. You love to see the main phase cycling. You know, that's the, like, desperation. I'm about to lose. I might as well take a look. What's the worst that could happen? And we are just going to respectfully smash our opponent to death here. No shenanigans. Yeah, that should do it. All right, opponent going to block. Sure. And super die. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, Teleportation Circle. Not bad at all. Sweet, sweet. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Teleportation Circle, Bant Teleportation Circle, a new standard. Opponent appears to be Grixising. Well, land and Spirited Companion, draw a card. Oh dear. Is this... Oh, okay. Definitely some sort of spell slinger style deck. Opponent, land. Well, Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Play the Triome. Get in for one. Opponent untaps. Land. Passes. Well, go to combat. Attack ya. Opponent goes to 17. Prosperous Innkeeper. Make a treasure. Play the land. All right, pass the turn. All right, more discarding. So I think it's possible our opponent's trying to play something similar to our Arcane Bombardment deck. And if they are, yeah, all right. I think this is okay, though. We'll see. Because what we can do is... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Did not have the stop set. What we wanted to do is blink the Prosperous Innkeeper Elemental Masterpiece. What we needed to do is blink it and, well, Prosperous Innkeeper, Mega Token, land, Lagrella. So I guess it wouldn't have worked anyway. What we wanted to do was blink the Innkeeper to get the treasure so we could resolve Titan of Industry. But, that didn't actually end up working out because we didn't set a stop, but then our opponent bounced it anyway, so, all right, big score. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we're dead. We know that Arcane Bombardment can go off. We'll see if we're dead. Oh, they hit a Magma Opus. Jeez. All right, that's a good one. I mean, this Titan of Industry can answer it, and then our opponent has very little going on. The question's going to be, is it just too late? Like, can they cast something at instant speed to tap us out here? If they can, then we're probably just dead. All right, draw a card. Opponent makes more elementals. They get 2 treasures. So they need a cheap thing they can cast on our upkeep, and then they win. If they don't have that, we got a shot because of Titan of Industry. Tap land, opponent passes. Well, all right, Titan of Industry comes down. We will destroy Arcane Bombardment, make a 4/4. All right, opponent has Fading Hope, so I think we're still actually just dead. So our opponent, well, I guess they don't know what's in our deck, but they hit. That was just like the most absurd Arcane Bombardment I've seen, just because they did not get a single spell in their graveyard other than these 7 and 8 mana spells. So even though we got rid of the bombardment, we're still just literally dead. That was cool to see. I mean, yeah. Seeing our Arcane Bombardment deck go off, always fun, even if you're on the losing side of it. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Bant Teleportation Circle in our new standard format. And this hand looks pretty good. We're on the play. We can ramp into Teleportation Circle. We got ramp, we got card draw. All we're really missing is a finisher, really. Oh, okay. Opponent, pathway, Velki God applies. Well, that is obnoxious. Can take, wow, Adjudicator, interesting. Well, I guess it's blinking time. Teleportation Circle. Blink the Innkeeper. No attacks. Blink the Innkeeper. Well, I'm fine with our opponent taking this Adjudicators. This, I think it's just a one-of, and it's good in some scenarios, but opponent. I think it's like very medium, power level wise. Probably replaceable. I think in all the games I played with this deck, there was one time we used its mana ability, and it actually felt pretty bad. Like we did it, but we definitely were not happy about doing it. Play this on blue. Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Topiary Stomper. Ramp. Get a island. No attacks. Yeah, let's play Stomper. All right, opponent's gonna kill it. That's relatively fine. It does fizzle our Teleportation Circle activation, but opponent. Well, we're getting to the part of the game where we want a finisher. We want an angel, or we want a Titan of Industry. Opponent. Corpse Appraiser. I do love Corpse Appraiser. I think that card's like legitimately very, very good. All right, so opponent gets Anticipate, gets a 3/3. We draw a not great land. Well, play the land. Play Lagrella. Gain a life. Get rid of Valky. Get rid of the Innkeeper. Wow. And opponent scoops it up? Opponent just scoops it up. Okay. Sure. All right. I don't know. That game didn't feel that close to being over to me, but I guess we'll take it. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Teleportation Circle in New Standard on Early Access Day, and well, I mean the sand's fine, but we'll keep. Opponent Forest. Well, land go. Hitting another green source for Stomper would be sweet. Opponent Island. All right, I'll play the land past the turn. Hitting another green source for Stomper and Quandrix Cultivator would be sweet. Opponent, they have a Stomper. Sure. So opponent's getting their ramp on. Wow, that is another Stomper. All right, run out Lagrella because it's the only thing we can do. Opponent plays a land. And Renin 7. All right, do we draw land? You gotta be kidding me, Magic Gods. Wait, that just happened, right? We drew 4 Quandrix Cultivators in a row? That is how this game went, right? I'm pretty sure. The odds on that are very, very small. I'm not a shuffler truther, but the odds on that happening are incredibly small. Opponent grows their dork. Another Topiary Stomper to grow their dork. And yeah, I mean, yeah, dead. Super dead. Opponent goes to combat, gets in. Sure, no blocks. Down to 13. Opponent passes. Hey, we get a land. Guess what? It's a white source, so we still can't cast anything. Oh my god. All right, yeah. Sometimes the Magic Gods hate you. This is one of those days. Opponent, do some more ramping. Why not, friend? We'll get rid of your token. Opponent gets more lands. There's for discovery. Sure. Oh, this is like the worst imaginable running. Opponent plays a land and goes to combat, gets in. No blocks. Down to 5. I mean, we are just super dead. Yeah, dead on board. We can scoop. Sweet. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are teleportation circling in New Standard on Early Access Day. And, well, I mean, we're on the draw, which is bad. But we got Teleportation Circle and a way to ramp into it, which is something. Hopefully we find some goodies to go along with the Teleportation Circle. Just blinking Prosperous Innkeeper, not especially exciting. Well, Titan of Industry is a pretty exciting one to blink if we get to it. Opponent, Rakdos. All right, a treasure deck by the looks. Well, Prosperous Innkeeper, go. Opponent, Graveyard Trespasser. Gets in. Wait, does our opponent not have a third land? Oh, okay. Well, play the land. Interesting. So we can Teleportation Circle, blink the Innkeeper, and set up for next turn. And then we get like, kind of smacked. Yeah, I think it's worth it. This opens up a lot of good draws. Blink the Innkeeper, get back our treasure. Hopefully we just keep hitting our lands. That would make this process even easier. Opponent goes to combat, gets in, hits us for a bunch, no blocks, down to 14. All right, we do hit a land, which is nice. So we get to play the land. We get to play Prosperous Innkeeper. Gain a life, make a treasure. Touch the Spirit Realm. Get rid of the Graveyard Glutton. Discard Teleportation Circle number 2. Get in with the Innkeeper, blink the Innkeeper. All right, so worst case, we get to play Sanctuary Warden next turn. Best case, it's Titan of Industry if we draw land. All right, opponent hits a land. Opponent's kind of in trouble though, just because they've missed so many land drops. Opponent, Stormseeker, haste. We'll kill Caitlyn. We don't mind losing an Innkeeper here. Well, let's see if we hit a land. No. Well, in that case, we could just Spirited. You know what? Let's Sanctuary Warden. Sanctuary Warden's real good. Get down Sanctuary Warden. Gain a life. Remove the counter. Make a token. Gain a life. Go attacking. Blank Sanctuary Warden. Gain a life. Make a token. Draw a card. Oh, Sanctuary Warden's pretty good with Teleportation Circle. And now it's still protected, too. Fable of the Mia Breaker. Opponent passes. Won't play the land. Go to combat. Get in with Sanctuary Warden. Draw a card. Make a token. Gain a life. Teleportation Circle. Blink the Innkeeper. Blink the Sanctuary Warden. And yeah, I think we're just outvaluing our opponent. Like, and next turn we should get to the Titan of Industry. Yeah, opponent. Hard to keep up with that value. Like, once we get to Sanctuary Warden or Titan of Industry, that's where the deck gets absurd. Like, those are the payoffs that we got to get to. The challenge is, can we get there? But when you do get there, good God, is it so insane. Well, sweet, sweet. So what do we learn about Bant Teleportation Circle in Standard, new Streets of New Capenna Standard? And the deck is pretty sweet. We got to see really the good and the bad of the deck. And personally, I have a hard time evaluating decks in best of one because you have some games where just nothing happens. Like, sometimes you're on the draw, your hand is maybe a little bit slow, and your opponent's an aggro deck and they just curve out and you kind of just die before you do anything. And I really don't know if does that matter in the grand scheme of things, in the deck's power level? Like, is that a vote against the deck? Or do you just write that off as, it's best of one things? That's the thing that happens sometimes in best of one. Because if it was best of three, you could, I don't know, have sideboard cards and counters and stuff to bring in. But in best of one, you don't really have that option. So record-wise, right around 50-50, I think, was the win rate. But take that with a grain of salt, because as I mentioned, it's best of one, and sometimes you just have non-games and no one really does anything and someone wins and it still counts as a win or loss. But the deck itself, I mean, the plan of the deck is really sweet, and I really was impressed with some of the new cards. I will say Titan of Industry and also Sanctuary Warden, these two cards in specific, overperform my expectations. I thought that Titan of Industry was really good, and I thought that Sanctuary Warden was pretty good, but they ended up being just legitimately great. Like, Titan of Industry, it just wins games. Even without Teleportation Circle, it just wins games. And if we do have Teleportation Circle, we like doubly, triply, awesomely win games. Like, it is so powerful. And then Sanctuary Warden, the shield counter was actually pretty relevant in some situations, allowing us to survive our opponent's removal or making them use multiple removal spells. And plus, just the ETB is pretty strong. Like, ETP, draw a card, make a 1/1. That's a pretty good ETB, and then maybe we do it again when we attack or reset it. The main issue we ran into with the deck was really just sometimes getting off to slow starts. I would say most of our losses came from being on the draw, our opponent kind of just curving out and running us over. Like Topiary Stomper, the card's great in the deck. I think it's essential to the deck to ramp into our top end, the unbeatable top end, but it doesn't turn into a creature till late in the game. So we have some games where like our first play is a 3-drop and it's a Topiary Stomper, and our opponent just aggroes us out and kills us before we really do anything. So the deck has an absurd amount of late game potential, but maybe could use a bit more early game possibilities. Maybe we add like Tingled Floral Heater into the mana base to have another 2-drop, to have another ramp spell that can get us to Teleportation Circle and Quandrix Cultivator a little bit earlier. So I think that could be an option, just trying to fill out the bottom end of the curve a little bit more. But overall, I mean, the deck felt powerful and it does sweet things, and we got to see some of the new Capenna cards really go off, like Titan of Industry and Sanctuary Warden. So that is Bant Teleportation for best of one standard. That is our much Abrew for this week. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed seeing some new standard in action, and I will talk to you soon.